LeSean McCoy, you scored a lot of touchdowns for the Bills, big dog. All-pro running back. I saw on social media the other day, Shady, I was offended. I saw somebody say that James Cook was the best running back for the Bills since Thurman Thomas.
Ooh.
Could you believe that?
You say you was on what?
I saw it on social media.
That's why I don't follow that type of stuff, man. Come on.
I just said, I had to defend you. I went to Pro Football Reference. I started looking up your numbers. I said I was appalled, Joy. I was appalled. How could you say that James Cook was the best running back?
What platform was this on?
It was on X.
Well,
There's your answer.
It was a fan or something?
You got your answer.
Yeah, it was somebody.
Do you tweet at fans?
No, I didn't respond to that one.
It's
but
not really a platform for intellectual thought.
That is fair.
Possibly.
I like James Cook, so I'm all for that.
No doubt.
I just seen Thurman Thomas last weekend, by the way.
Are they right, though? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even get into that.
Joy's for intellectual thought. I'm for intellectual thought. So, Shady, answer me this intellectually. What would a Bills win on Sunday if they end up as a 2 seed, winning the AFC East?
Yeah.
What does it mean for the AFC?
It means a lot of things. First of all, it means that they're the scariest team in the AFC. Right? I think the best team in football is the Ravens. The best team in the AFC is the Ravens. But the scariest team, the hottest team, will be the Bills. People don't want to see a hot team, right? I remember with the Giants, they had that run where they won the road to beat everybody, right? The difference from here, if they get the second seed with the Bills, you got to come to Buffalo other than the Ravens. And you talk about a home field advantage, oh, my God. I don't know if it's James Cook, whoever it's going to be, they're going to have a field day because nobody wants to tackle when it's cold. When it's cold in Buffalo like that. In Buffalo, it get cold. So if you're not really prepared for that, mentally you lose the game before you even get there. You start, look, you know who you play this week? Oh, we got the Bills playoffs. I was ready to do it. Wait, hold up. How cold it's going to be? That's the first question you're going to ask your homeboy. You're going to ask your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, your side chick, hey, how cold it's going to be in Buffalo?
You're not lying.
She going to tell you that. You're like, oh, my God. So if they can win this game and get the number 2 seed, oh, my God, you got to come to Buffalo. That's the advantage. And I think Josh Allen, the way he's playing right now, he's hot. He's smoking with that offense. They're going to be in trouble for a lot of teams.
Shady, if you ask your wife and your side chick, who do you believe?
No, I said girlfriend, wife, or side chick.
Okay, but it's like, say you ask them both, and they give you different answers. Who are you believing?
It depends what time you're asking. Okay. You know what I mean? Time from the wife, you know what I mean?
They each have different separate weather apps.
Yeah, it should be the same. It should be the same answer.
Yeah, I feel like
That's a good point.
It's a game.
I had a question.
it was a fair question.
For you to be so
You
smart
had
with
a
a dumb
long,
question.
you had a long list.
Like iPhones work the same, bro.
Don't get me caught up.
Yeah.
Joy Taylor, answer us the question, what would a Bills win mean?
One of them got an Android. It would mean the Bills are still at the top of the AFC. Despite how crazy this season has gone, they end up winning this game. They're right back where they were last year, which is winning the division at the top of the AFC. And a lot of these games got to go through Buffalo. They've won the division. If this happens, they would have won the division 4 times in a row. The Chiefs have won it 8. That's way more than everyone else. The Bucs will have won it 3 times if they win. So that means they're right where they were last year. They took a little bit of a different path to get there.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the DNA that is in that locker room, the DNA that is in that coaching staff, the DNA that's in Josh Allen, still firing. And that's what that means. There's a reason why we fear Buffalo. There's a reason why every year at the start of the year, Josh Allen is in the MVP conversation in the MVP odds. There's a reason why we put them in the Super Bowl year after year after year, in the AFC Championship game year after year. We expect them to win the division year after year because that's what they do. And if this happens, this will show that they really haven't taken as big of a step back as we think they have, which is scary, to Shady's point, for the rest of the AFC.
Yeah, this is scary. And if they get this done, right, this means, and it says, you don't want to see us. And the reason why I say that is because they have been in playoff mode for the last 5 weeks. And when you are in playoff mode, your rookies, a lot of your young players, second-year players, they are in playoff mode. When you get in the playoffs, the first game in the playoffs is the hardest game to get. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills been in playoff mode for the last 5 games. That's why when you watch that Dallas Cowboys game, it didn't mean the same. Buffalo was playing faster. Buffalo was playing more physical. It just looked like it was 2 different teams on the same field. When you talk about speed-wise and urgency-wise, Buffalo knew that this is the time. The young players have been in playoff mode. When you get into the playoffs, the hardest one to get is that first one. So a lot of these rookies on these other teams that haven't been in playoff mode, they already been in playoff mode in Buffalo. So this screams to me that it is going to be a problem if you got to come through Buffalo, and they have won the last 4 straight. and now it's going to be 5 straight, and you coming through Buffalo to a really confident, hot football team, and Josh Allen playing football the right way, it's going to be trouble.
2 questions.
Talk to me.
Are you cold? Is that why you got a hoodie on?
Yeah.
It's Hoodie Friday. This hoodie is a little bit thicker than usual, though.
Hoodie Friday.
It is
If
winter.
you play Buffalo, is the hoodie on?
Well, I mean, I put the hoodie on. You know, I started the hoodie.
But I'm saying, if you playing Buffalo,
100%. I don't care what none of the coaches say. We don't wear sleeves. Ball may slip. I wear sleeves. I'm from California, homeboy. Okay.
It get cold in
You never
Buffalo.
wear sleeves, though, right, Shady?
I mean, I'm no disrespect. That's
No,
my
y'all
boy.
good. Hey,
I'm a real man.
Yeah.
No, but you from Harrisburg, though.
When we step on that field,
That's
if it's
it.
cold or hot, ain't no sleeves, ain't none of that.
I love it.
I'm wearing sleeves, gloves,
hey, George
knee
Taylor,
warmers.
arms is out,
That's it.
everything's out.
That's
Holla
it.
at me.
You know what's crazy is they used to tell me that in Green Bay, and we come off the sideline, they the first ones by the heater. Where my jacket? I'm standing up cheering the crowd up with my hoodie on. You not tough, bro.
Yo, it would be so cold in Buffalo. This is why they have a true advantage, though. I know we joking, but I'm gonna be serious though. And I'm the home team. When we get cold out there in Buffalo, we play Miami Dolphins. They didn't want to play. They like, man. Even like tacklers that would normally tackle me, it's like I'm breaking through. You not hitting me for real? Yeah. It would be so cold on the timeouts. I would go to the heater.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
As soon as they say, you right, Shady? Yeah, I'll go in there, go in the game.
I'll be
so he is right about that.
But
Shady,
you know what's crazy though? Because Green Bay, they used to be like, we want home for the minute. You put me on the road, man. Get me up out of this snow and it's cold, man.
Shady, you have invaluable insight to the question that I am about to ask. I don't think anybody on TV can answer it better than you, and I'm honored to ask it. Year you won the Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl conversation we having on this show. The Bucs started 7-5.
Yeah.
Y'all won the last 4 games of the regular season. Y'all went into the playoffs hot. Y'all won the next 4. Clearly, you won a Super Bowl. The Bills started off 6-6. Y'all started off 7-5. The Bills have won their last 4 games. If they beat the Dolphins, they would have won their last 5. Take me into the psychology of a team that started off struggling, won their last 4 or 5 in the Bills' case, gets into the playoffs. Take me into that Super Bowl psychology when you're in the midst of that hot streak. Are you looking around at everybody else realizing we're it?
Take me back, Shady. Take me back. No, but that's a great question you asked that because they're so similar, right? Because even though they started out rocky, 6-6, we started out 7-5. We were really, really good, and we knew we were really, really good.
That's the best.
The Bills are coached very well. So were we. Bruce Arians is a really, really good coach. So we just had them bad moments where injuries happen, right? Guys are not playing. You got Tom Brady with all the reserves at one point in time. Mike Evans wasn't really healthy. The Bills had the same thing, right? The only difference is that our guys came back. Their guys won't come back. They're injured guys, right? But the cool thing is we both have top quarterbacks. I mean, Tom Brady is, Tom Brady, but right now, Josh Allen is that guy. And the cool thing that worked out is that we have a veteran team that we all believe. And once you get hot, you start getting so much confidence.
That's it.
The young guys not playing as much, they get confidence because you need them to step up because guys are injured. Yep. And then another thing is guys that are really, really good that don't need confidence, well, even when they get it, they're even better. And that's the one thing about playing a hot team that's on a hot streak. You don't want to see them because everything is gelling. Like, for example, there's times when a ball may be tipped, that normally might be an incomplete pass. But when you hot, it's just like everything works. We get that catch, first down. And then you just gain confidence. The same thing that happened the first game to that hot streak. Yeah. Second game, same thing. Third thing, you just get hot and hot and hot. And I just think that right now, nobody wants to see a hot team. I experienced it with the Bucs, and now I'm seeing the same thing with the Bills.
Now, Joy, you mentioned that, like, if the Bills win this game, in your opinion, they never left. Back like they never left, number 2 seed. But crazy enough, if they lose this game and the Steelers beat the backups for the Ravens and the Jags beat a Titans team that has nothing to play for, the Bills missed the playoffs. How does your opinion change? Because we're talking 60 minutes. 60 minutes could quite literally change your opinion from the Bills being back like they never left to missing the playoffs. I don't want to put words in your mouth. How does your opinion change with how the outcome of this game and the other games go?
Well, if that's the scenario, if we're going into Sunday night with a must-win game for the Bills, which is entirely possible, we could go into Sunday night where they're already locked into a playoff spot, so we'll have to find out on Sunday night. That's everything. That's the difference between a mark that you have on your legacy that we will bring up for years to come, that in a year where you were healthy, not everybody else, but you were healthy, and other guys in the conference were down, and the conference as a whole, all the guys that win every single year are down, and you can't make the playoffs. That's a big mark. And a line in the sand. There's one way or the other. Either you go back to the top and you hold your throne, or you get completely knocked off. And that's the situation the Bills have put themselves in this year.
James, this is my favorite question. As Shady was talking, as Joy was talking, I was listening, and then I was thinking about this. You played with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
And Aaron Rodgers, I think more than any quarterback in the modern era, he knows how to turn it off and turn it on. 2014, I believe you were with the Packers. No, you were with the Raiders, but you know that Packers team very well. Packers start 1-2. Aaron Rodgers says, REALAX, relax. Packers go on. They go 12-4 that season. They go to the playoffs. If not for a fumbled onside kick, Packers go to the Super Bowl. I think later on in Aaron Rodgers' career, the Packers start struggling again. He says, like, everybody calm down. Andy, you know better than I. Something else occurred later on in his career. Oh, he says, run the table in 2016. We gonna run the table. And run the table they did. Josh Allen, he started off 6-6. All of a sudden, when it mattered, start beating boys. Cowboys, beat them. Chiefs, beat them. Dolphins, he could beat them. The Eagles, he lost to them in overtime at the Link. Take me into, like, the psychology of a quarterback who can turn it on when it's time to turn it on. Do you have ultimate belief in Josh Allen in this game? Because I feel like Aaron Rodgers was similar. You lost to them, but then he said relax, and he ran the table. Take me into that mentality of the confidence.
And I'm not in the locker room with Josh. Shady has been in the locker room with Josh. But when Aaron says stuff like that, you see a different Aaron. You see a different Aaron at practice. You see a different Aaron in the meetings. Like, oh, he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude said what he said, relax, but these balls is a whole lot hotter coming at practice. Paul, Shady, because you're looking at me crazy. But he flick of the wrist, you know what I mean? And you like, bro, it's practice, relax. But Aaron Rodgers was so locked in to get us to where he wanted to take us, you've seen a totally different player. And when he stepped in between them lines, he was playing football at a very, very high level. You only could believe in him. Like, and that's what Josh is doing right now. Josh is playing this game at a high level, and since he had to have it, you see a different Josh. I don't know how he is in the building because I ain't there, but when I watch him play, you see a totally different Josh, and that's how Aaron was mindset-wise because he knew the ball is in his hand every time to get us there. And I tell you guys all the time, whenever Aaron said hike, I knew he was going to make the right play. And that's kind of how Josh Allen is playing this game right now. Whenever he says hike, he's making the right decisions and willing his team to victory.
Shady, last question. Is there any quarterback, obviously Lamar Jackson will win MVP more than likely, is there any quarterback you believe in going into the playoffs more than Josh Allen based on how they're playing right now? Patrick Mahomes, obviously, I don't want anybody to go crazy. He said Josh Allen, no. But playing right now, is there any quarterback of the 14 that will make the playoffs, if the Bills make it, anybody you believe in more than Josh?
And for the record, I don't really use other quarterbacks. I don't use like Patrick Mahomes. He's in a whole nother
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? He's in Mars. We were here on Earth. No, Josh Allen is that good. He's that dialed in, and he's that tough. Where I'm gonna put it on myself. We not running the ball. I'm gonna run the ball. We need 3rd and 2. I get it. That's how he plays. He loves this type of atmosphere where his back's against the wall. I remember when he was Chris Thorne, he was a rookie, and he was trying to learn the offense, and it was tough for him. I would joke with him like, "Hey, man. If you don't get this offense, you're never going to play. Just do simple things like hut, go. You know what I mean? Just mess with him. But he would joke, but you could see how serious he was, how much like a competitor. And, I might not know the plays yet. I might be messing up, but guess what? I'm going to make plays. And that's what he did, right? He's scrambling, breaking tackles, throwing it deep. We're like, oh, he can play. That's who he is. He's a competitor, and I just can't see him going out like that. I think we'll see a great performance by him against Miami, and he'll be in that playoffs.
This is the game of the
17,
season.
we call him Josh Franchise. That's the name I gave him. You heard?
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.